Hey, it is Saturday the 23rd of April 2022 and we're getting ready to head out to the Midwest Preparedness Project spring campout, and we're going to spend the day out there. We live close enough that we don't camp out much anymore there because we've got animals and such. But here is all the stuff we are taking with us for Bartertown that we mentioned a couple of videos ago. I guess it was the last video, wasn't it? Anyway, I thought I'd show you what we were taking, and then once we get done and we're back tomorrow, we'll basically do a Bartertown haul video for you guys. So we've got some fresh eggs from the Grumpy Acres chickens. We've got some samples of freeze-dried gummy bears and freeze-dried Skittles. Thanks to John and Amanda Willis over at SOE Tactical for sharing the information on how to do that and giving us some tips on how to market them. We really do appreciate it. We couldn't have done it without you guys. And then Yoda's got some plants. Let's see what she's got. She's got some yellow peppers and some German chamomile. And then she's got 2 flats of what looks like beefsteak tomatoes. Oh, those would be so good. And then back here we've got a bag of various, see if I can focus that. We've got bags of various freeze-dried meals that we made. And then down here we've got big bags of freeze-dried Skittles and freeze-dried gummy bears. There's a flat for potluck tonight. We are bringing homemade coleslaw that Yoda canned back in February. Let's see what's in that tub. Let's see. Looks like we got a tub full of some more freeze-dried meals we made. We've got, looks like a whole bunch of huevos rancheros and chicken veggie ramen, and there's a cat that I'd like to trade. Well, there you go. That's what we're taking to Bartertown today. Like I said in the beginning, we'll finish this video off by doing an update and showing you our Bartertown haul. So why don't you go ahead and take this time right now while we're doing that, and hit that like button if you found this enjoyable, and we'll be right back. Okay. Hey everybody, we're back from camp. Actually, it's the day after camp. We had a late night last night, so we didn't film anything when we got home, and we spent all day doing chores and stuff. So it's Sunday evening, and we're finally getting a chance to finish this video for you guys. So we spent the entire day at camp. Mm-hmm. What'd you think of it?
It was good. We had a large turnout. We had, we counted somewhere between 104, 110 people throughout the weekend, and let's see, the potluck was really, I should have seen some of the food that was there.
It was the best potluck we've ever had.
And
at the campout.
It was great.
And the classes? What did you think
Classes
of them?
were good. Classes were very good. Between Life Done Free and us, we've got those on film, so we're going to be sharing those with you. And then Bobby is going to send over his class because I missed that one. We didn't get that filmed. It's a very good one.
Is Bobby Spags.
Yeah, it's a very good one. And so we're going to go over it and then get maybe about 20 questions off that, get with Bobby, interview him a little bit on that. He would do the whole class, but he didn't think that you guys wanted to listen to him babble for an hour. So
and then we managed, we got a couple of interviews with some people on why they were at camp, which turned out really good. I have to put those videos together, so expect those later on, and hit that notification button if you want to know when those drop.
Right.
That way you'll be notified by YouTube and you can watch them. And what about Bartertown?
Bartertown was great. It was that's probably the biggest Bartertown that we've had at camp before. But that's also because more people too. But everybody's into it. We've got a great haul. We took freeze-dried food and canned food and eggs.
I filmed it at the beginning of this video.
Oh, did you? Yeah, well, I won't bore you with it again then.
Oh, no, but I agree 100%. It was probably the best one. I even enjoyed myself, and and we did get some really good stuff. So what we're going to do now...
Wait. Oh. And we also networked a lot, too.
Oh, yeah.
So I met another spinner there. She spins her own wool, and I got super excited because G and I were just out in the outbuilding day before that, and he said, you have so much wool in here, and it's still dirty, and I don't really have the space to be able to process it as we're still working on the house.
She is a woman of many talents, people.
Thank you. And so I offered her some of that wool and asked her what she wanted, dropped that off with her just for free so I could get some space. And she loved it. She started already cleaning it and pulling it and was really surprised she was getting nice long strands, so it was going to work well for her. Because I told her, I said, there may be some second cuts on there. We're not professional sheep shearers. And she said, that's okay. I'll just see what you have. And she did it, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
So I was super excited to meet that connection. Met another connection that is an herbalist. Well, she's a nurse, but she's into herbs, and so am I. And so, not a nurse, but into herbs. And so I'm super excited to get with her, and we're actually going to see her again on Saturday. So we're going to be able to go over some stuff and talk about that.
Then we met a brother and sister that was the first time at camp that literally lived 20 minutes away from where we used to live.
That's Tamara. That's the spin.
Was that Tamara? Okay.
Yep.
They literally live 20 minutes away from where we used to live, and it was the first time they went to camp. Had they
started camp 8 years ago,
yeah,
we would have had that network. So think about that, guys.
That's why it's important. You need to get out there. If you want to meet people, you got to go where they are.
Yeah, we had a lot of first-time campers.
Oh yeah,
it was exciting.
And a lot of kids.
A
lot of young kids. I love it.
Yes.
I love the young kids being there.
All the way from babies, 2-year-olds to 8-year-olds to 14-year-olds, 17-year-olds.
And they had activities for the kids, so they were kept busy all day long. There was lots of running around and screaming, and it was awesome. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you what we got at camp at Bartertown, and we're going to give you the presumed value of it in that, how much we felt we needed or wanted it, and then we're going to tell you the actual monetary value, not the actual monetary, but whether it was a good trade monetarily based on today's prices and stuff, like what we paid for our stuff and what we got in return.
And one of the things, too, guys, you're going to see some glow sticks in here. And, I traded a large bag of Skittles for those glow sticks.
When she shows you these glow sticks, I will tell you the story behind it.
You want to tell the story?
Yes, I'm telling the story because it's a great story.
But, I kind of laughed. And then I was like, because I knew it was going to happen. I was expecting it to happen because the kids like to get involved with barter.
Yep.
So I was totally expecting it to happen. But I didn't know who was going to be the first one. Now, this kid had chased me around for Skittles on Friday, gummy bears on Saturday. All the kids were chasing me everywhere for that stuff.
She took samples on Friday night when we went out there.
Like a crack dealer. The first one's free, and then you got to pay for it. And so anyway, it was her that was the first one to ask me. And I laughed, not at her, but I was laughing because I was like, of course, she's the first one that was going to do that. But it really caught her off guard.
Well, and her mom was standing there. And the girl started crying, and Angela felt so bad, and she kept trying to get her to stop. And her mother said, well, she's really nervous. And we started talking, and I told the mom, I said we don't grow unless we get out of our comfort zone. And that young lady just stepped, and she was what, 12, 13 years old?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
And she stepped way out of her comfort zone, and she ran into a mean girl.
It's not mean.
So we were teasing her all night long about being a mean girl. Well, the young lady came back and she wanted another bag, and she still had some glow sticks, and she was with her friend, and she came to me instead of going to Angela, and she asked if she could have something, and I said, you got to go talk to her. And she got this great big grin on her face and looked at her friend and looked at Angela, and they made eye contact, and then she said just loud enough for Angela to hear her to her friend, she goes, that's the mean girl, and started laughing. And I just thought that was awesome. So she She got pushed out of her comfort zone.
And by the end of the Bartertown, she had a ton of stuff.
Yeah, she really
did a good job.
Came out of her shell.
Yeah.
And that's what with the kids. We love to see that. Yeah. Seriously.
And we don't think about monetary value with the kids because it's a teachable moment.
Well,
and so
we're going to give you the presumed value and how good a monetary trade it was, but all these trades were excellent trades in my opinion. I mean, there's not a single one, no matter what was traded. The end of the trade, it was an excellent trade for each and every item.
Yeah.
And I think if you talk to most of the people at Bartertown, they'll say the same thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody. It was really too bad because we had some great stuff there, and rain came in, so we had to clean everything up really quick.
Oh, torrential downpour right at the end of Bartertown.
Otherwise, I think we probably would have went another hour or two.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
There was that much stuff there.
Okay, we're dragging on long enough. Let's turn the camera around and let's get a look at what we got. Okay, so I'm going to do a flyby first so you can see everything we got, just in a big view.
The mulberry trees aren't there.
And there is one mulberry tree. Four mulberry trees that are not there because Angela got them planted into pots.
Okay, so in 2 bags, you'll see aloe. There are several aloe plants here. And I got another aloe plant over on the rocking chair. I know you're going to go, who in the world needs that much aloe? Because the aloe just continues to grow and spread and all of that. Well, guys, I use this for medicine. I also use aloe for rooting. And so you can use those when you have cuttings. Rub the aloe on there, and it's a root starter. You don't have to buy the expensive stuff. So that's the aloes. And then a friend of ours was there, and he's a fellow freeze dryer, and so we always get to talking. And I traded him just some ideas, and I'm going to sit down with his daughter and teach her some recipes and what to do in there. And so then I ended up with a T-shirt that says, "When the government fears the people, there's liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny." Thomas Jefferson. So that was super cool. I love that one. And then another friend of ours brought me 2 bags of mint and spearmint. So I've got those all in there, so I will get those in the ground.
Now, did you trade those, or was that gifted to you?
These are gifted to me. So everything that you saw in the bag, the aloe and the mint and peppermint, that was all gifted to me. So that is from our circle, our core circle. So whenever we pick up and replant or need to spread things and all of that, we always make sure that we check with our core first, and then the core gets what they want, and then after that, then we go ahead. Everything else went to Bartertown, I believe. Did Neon have all that there? I think she did.
Yeah.
So
those are the Mean Girl glow sticks.
These are just a few of the Mean Girl glow sticks.
And why aren't there more?
Because the kids, once it got dark, everybody was running around and they needed glow sticks, and so I just handed them out so that they could play with them.
So monetarily, with the glow sticks, was that a poor trade, good trade?
I think this was a very good trade. I really do. Like I said, it was a teachable moment.
Well, and that's the presumed value of that trade is excellent in my opinion.
Yes, for me it is.
Those glow sticks monetarily aren't as much as what we paid for the exchange.
No.
Well, and folks, that's the important part right there. You know, you put a monetary value on it, and it's not the same as the true value of the trade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here I've got the sheep raiser's manual, and I've got the knitting socks, and I got hand spun wool along with the knitting sticks and a quick lesson on how to get started. So super excited about that. The other spinners who I got them from, and I traded a bag of Skittles. So pretty good. That was a good trade.
So presumed value is excellent?
Yes, I won on that one. Let's see. Then Darren traded this one. The girls, I had just some hats and mittens that I had stored back. somehow I came across them, and so I took those to Bartertown. And one of the girls had traded for this hat something from someone else, and then they brought this hat over to me. They liked the hat and the gloves that were sitting on the table, so they went ahead and traded this one for that one. Again, I got the better end of the deal. So I love handcrafted better than I do a Walmart aisle.
Okay,
so.
my turn. The first thing I traded was this little pocket knife, and I traded it for a bag of Skittles. Again, it was a young kid. It was a young teenage girl, and you know the monetary value. This thing costs way less than what we sell those bags for when we're selling them, but this was a good trade. The presumed value is really good for two reasons. Number one, the little pocket clip on my cheapo everyday carry knife had broken off, so I needed one like that. And then two, she got to do a little bartering. So in my book, the presumed value of this was excellent. So we got a silver bar. It's got a little American flag on it. It's 1 ounce, and we traded
3 bags of freeze-dried foods, the scrambled eggs, loaded scrambled eggs.
So we traded freeze-dried food. Monetarily, it was a wash. It was just a good even trade. Presumed value, we like silver. We like precious metals. We advocate everybody should get into them. So we like precious metals. So it was an excellent trade on our part. Let's see the next one. And this is Angela's fault, Yoda's fault, because she sent somebody over to me, and we traded 1 bag of freeze-dried food for this. And I had a friend of ours, Darren from Hacks on the Homestead, and I were talking, and we were just goofing around, and we decided we were going to make some ghillie suits. So that's why this was brought over to me. And you know, do I need it? No, not really. So it was a good trade because it was monetarily a good trade. Presumed value. You know, it's probably going to save me some time, so I think it's a pretty good trade. I mean, I think it was really good. The next one. Got a couple of James Wesley Rawls survival books. Now, these are beginner prepper books, and I have gotten away from buying prepper books because we're homesteading, and we need homesteading books for our library, and we've got a pretty extensive prepper library that I collected over the years. Cash-wise, it was a wash. The used value of these books was what the value of and it was freeze-dried food again, of course. It was a wash. Do we really need these books? No, not really. But you know, I can always give them to somebody else as a gift. I can trade them with somebody that needs them. So it was a good trade. It was a good trade. Okay, the next thing we got 2 comfrey plants. Monetarily, what we gave the guy was probably a little bit more monetarily. Our perceived value, we need comfrey. I haven't found any comfrey on the property, have you?
0.
So all the comfrey.
Well, except for what we got from Billy Bond. And
well, what we planted, we bought some from Permapasture Farms, and but there's none growing naturally around here. And comfrey is a great nitrogen fixer. And once it grows and it gets big, we use it to feed the animals. The goats and the sheep really love it, and the chickens love it. So again, this was an excellent trade. This was something that we needed, and so we traded a little bit more than we probably should have, but it was worth it.
Well, he's always also a good friend of ours.
Yeah, he's a good. Well, and everybody we traded with, you know. And then this. Can you guys see this? So what this is a Marine Corps 2nd generation LBE 95-pound or 95-liter pack. The monetary value of that trade was excellent because the guy, it was being bartered by a friend of he was doing it for a friend. So he called his friend and asked him how much he wanted for it, and the guy told him And when he told me, you know, what the monetary value he was putting on it was, I was like, deal, this is what we'll do. And it was, what he said it was worth is what he got in trade. And I knew it was a good deal because he undervalued this by about 50%. And you can, we've got somebody saying hi. Hey, can you get off my shoulder?
That's Patriot Kitty.
So I knew that the price he gave me was way low, and but that's the price he wanted to trade it at. And so when I looked it up, and like I said, it was about 50% undervalued. So both monetarily and presumed value on this trade in my book was excellent. And
what did you trade for that?
I ended up trading 8 freeze-dried meals and 1 bag of Skittles.
Oh my gosh, that's it?
That's it.
Oh wow.
That's it.
Okay.
No, 10. I'm sorry, 10.
Still, that's.
I ended up trading 10 freeze-dried meals and a bag of Skittles.
What did he value that pack at?
He said that it was $70.
Wow.
You know, and you can find them for $70 used, but they're not in this good a condition. Right. You can't find them in this condition at that price. Mm-hmm. If you want one like this, you're going to pay almost double. And what I'm going to use this for is my current hiking pack is like a 1970s Coleman 75-liter pack. It doesn't have any hydration on it or anything, and this can carry more, and it's got a built-in hydration pocket, and I've got some military hydration bags or camelbacks that I can put on here, and it's just going to be perfect. And then Angela's saying that she might want my pack. Well, there you have it. There's our trades. Like we said, every one of those trades was excellent in our books. You know, just the end value was great. Yeah. So if you like this video and you want to see more like this, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Share it out with friends you think might be interested in seeing it. Mm-hmm. And
get on the Midwest Preparedness page on Facebook and MeWe, and you can find them anywhere there, and they'll give you the next update. We have another campout coming in October, and it'll be different classes, but we'll also have Bartertown and Potluck again, so make sure you keep that in mind. Stay tuned to that so that you know the dates when that comes up. Let's see, what else? Oh, we actually did a class. One of the classes is on Bartertown, and excuse me, and so we'll put that probably on next so that you can get that one on. So make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can see when that one comes on.
Absolutely.
And that was really important. It's a lot of skills there, and Pete really knows what he's talking about. He actually does this for a living. So.
And he's one of the people that we interviewed, and we'll get that that video put together, and we'll have it up sometime this week too.
Yeah. So we really want to hurry and try to get all that stuff out for you guys, so that we still have to edit, so that'll take some time, but we want to keep it in your minds while it's fresh, so because there are other campouts coming from state to state over the summer and fall, right. And so we want you guys to know what to expect and what you're doing, and hopefully this helps you. And
you're seeing this video on Monday because we have to upload it off-site because our internet's so bad. And hopefully this next week it's going to change, and we'll update you and let you see how that's happening and what we're doing to make things better around here.
Because we are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. The only option we have right now is HughesNet, and our upload speed is a blazing 3 megabit on a good day. Usually it's about 2. Yeah.
All right, guys, so we're trying to make things better. We just encourage you and challenge you to try to make things better. Stay positive, stay focused, learn while you can, and I encourage you, don't be a parasite. Go be a producer and find something that you can do to make your life better this week.
Yep, and build your community. Go build your community. Go where the people are and meet people and build your community. And most importantly, go pursue a life done free. Thanks, Milo.